So, and since I don't want to feel left out, I did the voice of Salo the Sword.
Woo!
It's like,
Yeah! And the Megazord computer.
Oh yeah, that's true. Megazord activated. Yeah, that was funny. And one on camera on that was kind of weird.
What did you do on camera?
I did the Wizard of Destruction.
Deception.
Deception.
Yeah. And Return of a Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Shot in Australia.
What was going on is we were shooting, the cast was in Australia shooting the first movie, and they were running way behind, so they weren't going to be able to come home to shoot episodes for the spring here. So they left me in the country and said, Shuki came out, we hired a crew, we wrote 3 scripts based on whatever we could shoot. We just like found a location and go, okay, let's write a story about that. And we had limited funds, and we weren't really supposed to be there doing that, so we didn't have permission from the government either. So rather than hiring people, Shuki said, no, you're going to play the guy. So I put a mask on and that's the role.
How'd you like that?
Well, I've done a lot of camera acting in the past, but I liked it just because I had a mask on, so I could just
that's what
play
I mean with the mask on.
The mask was hot and miserable. It was 110. It was a record week in Sydney that week, and I had crew members dropping left and right, and I had to take a punch. I had to take a kick too. So it was 2 hours of them feeling comfortable with me being able to take a punch before they would shoot it.
I must have enjoyed having a purple beard.
I don't know. I was in a mask. All I know is that I had black makeup. I had to wear black makeup around my eyes in order to block it off your hands. And as we're sweating, it's just running into your eyes, and I'm trying to see what's going on. And the final shot we shot is he wanted to get an odd angle, so they laid me on my back, facing up at the camera with what's called a 5K light, which is a big light about this big. It's about 200 degrees of light shining in, and it's 110. And I'm trying to say these lines and keep my eyes open, and it's running, and we do take after take after take. When I finally see it at the end, they fill the eyes with fire. I could have just kept them
By the way, it's just come to my realization after doing a lot of panels, a lot of different conventions, that there are fans, and then there are people like you, sir. You are a resource. That's like a higher dimension. That is meant as nothing but kudos and complimentary. You should contact publishers and let them know when they start writing retrospectives, you are the resource.
I think Disney needs to give the kid a job some way. He could fact checker.
I bought the
You really want to
first
wish
Ninja
that?
Storm.
I was going to say, Mom, that's not necessarily a good thing to wish on anyone.
I bought the first Ninja Storm tape. I was reading through the description because, I always buy the first ones every now and then. And I'd read it, and it says the evil Lothan is taking over the world. And I'm like, Lothan? How did they come up with that? It's Lothor, it's not Lothan. So I'm like, give me the address. But yeah, I never got to writing to them. But that was...
They have all sorts of typos.
That's the next hurdle you have to get over.
Did you notice the other
I used to get all that mail.
Mezugog on the openings, they screwed up that time, and they list them for several episodes. They've actually gone back and fixed those in the reruns, finally. Mezugog, Mezugog. In the middle of the series, it's different when it's beginning, because I know the Overdrive cast had that problem with the making up special that they had.
So are the originals worth more because they're error cards?
Well,
Back when they would put,
yeah, people would be hunting them down to see them.
Third base. That one's worth $15. I have that card.
You had a question over here.
I was just going down the line. Do you think you could do one of the voices that you were in Canada? I mean, I think you only had Messagog, so you only
I did only have Mezugog. And that's not Mercer, but his voice was very similar to mine. It was just a little bit deeper.
So for, I guess, for the other 3, did you just replace one of the characters?
Should try Buttons with him on that one. Where were you when I needed you for another show? Sala, the talking sword.
Yeah!
Oh, Green Ranger.
It was White
And,
Ranger.
I'll give you the original Pluto, which is not, of course, on the show because they pitched it down. That's why, for me as an actor, it's not necessarily one of my highlights. You know what I mean? It's like you bring something as as an actor, and then they put the fire in your eyes, and it's like, but I was doing brilliant things by keeping my eyes open.
So, Gluto was basically this guy. He was, kind of a big kind of a cab driver, not exactly very bright. So I don't know why they felt the need to really pitch it down. And of course, Diabolico was way down here.
And, that's usually how that's how I felt guys being stuck at the Westlake MacArthur Park train station as I'm looking at my watch going, guys, get this train going again, please. So I apologize for being late. Does anybody have, I've never done this before, but I feel really bad about being late. Does anybody have a cell phone that needs an outgoing message? No, you guys are all fine? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Offer that one. Usually costs $770. You can ask him. But all right, since everybody's fine.
737, you're not sure?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to add a little something to it.